Good morning. Just let a few people come in. Today we're doing another meditation and it's to return into now. 2 p.m. we'll be starting that. I'm on time today for a change, which is nice. I'm currently live on YouTube, Periscope, Twitter and Facebook. I go live every day at 2 p.m. I help overthinkers have a little inner peace and get through difficult times. And for those that don't know me, I'm Stephen Webb and I'm paralysed from here down. I broke my neck when I was 18. And that wasn't the worst thing to happen to me. Really, I hit rock bottom when I was 40. And so many things in my life led to that rock bottom. That's what led me to doing what I do, helping people through difficult times. And if you're an overthinker or you think too much and you cannot sleep or you're struggling with the current situation, go over to my website, stephenwebb.com, and book a chat. Work with me. There's a little link at the top, completely free. Just reaching out to anybody that's having a hard time, struggling at the moment. Doing what we can from where we are, at arm's length. So, how are you all today? Who do we have here? Let's bring up the chat, so see if anybody here is chatting. Cheryl's here. How are you doing? Share to my group and IPA. You're a star. Thank you. Much appreciated. I forget that every single day. That's your job. That's your job. I'm going to dedicate you to the number one sharer to the group and the IPA. The chat. Thank you. I realise you do it every day as well anyway. So yeah, we're going to do a little poem today and I want to talk about the present moment. And if you just come in, I want to ask you this question. How much time do you spend in the present moment? Quite a simple question. The snow in Michigan. It's just weird having snow anywhere. Hi, Catcher. Right, well, I'm not seeing many people's comments, so come in, say hi. Don't be shy. I'm the one on here that is liable to say something wrong and mess up anything, so you've got nothing to worry about. I better bring up my right screen so I can press buttons. Look, no cat today, look. I don't know where she's to. I have no idea where she is. Just don't know. Normally got my little Mitzi in there, but she seems to have disappeared today for some reason. Haven't seen her since we woke up this morning, which is quite unusual for her. She's normally there all day, doesn't even move. But I want to talk about the present moment. We spend so much time thinking about the past, wanting to live in the past, wanting to bring the past to the present moment. And all those attachments just bring us more suffering. Or we're fearing the future, we're trying to push it away, or we're trying to stop it. Or we're looking forward to it and we want it to come faster. Again, more suffering. Whereas if we just return to the present moment, that's where all the peace is. That's all the happiness is. That's where all the feeling is. But we create these feelings by not living here in the present moment. We almost do all the worrying and all the thinking about the future all at once as well. It's like everything that could go wrong in the next 2 years seems to be right here now and thinking about it right now. Humans, we're such a fickle species. Cheryl says, more time lately in the present has been good, embracing it. Has she been distracted? Maybe a mouse? Possibly. No idea. I'm sure she'll be back. Probably be back by the end. She'll probably turn up right in the middle of the meditation meowing. That would be perfect Mitzi entrance. So yeah, I'm asking the rest of you, how many of you spend How much time do you spend in the present moment? Very simple question. And there's only one answer. There's only one answer. Was it John Lennon said, life is what happens when we are busy making other plans. It is. All of our, if we feel depressed or if we feel anxious, that all comes from not this moment. Because in this moment, there's none of those to feel. Let me know when you can go live, Stephen. Yes, we should do a live again. Perhaps next week, Dave. Does that sound good? I don't know what time zone you are. Are you still in Dubai? Hi, Marita. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Yep, life is what's happening when you're busy making other plans. Suddenly your kids have grown up. They left home. Suddenly you're starting to lose loved ones, lose people in your life. And many of my regular live people would know about my friend Alan. He was diagnosed with cancer a couple of years ago and wasn't given that long. And he's managed to fight on, but he lost his battle this morning. And I asked him a few weeks ago, are you okay with whatever comes on? He says, yeah, I've lived my life. I've done everything I wanted to do. And that brings me back to the present moment today. The reason why we're not happy in the present moment is because we feel we should be doing something. We feel we should be getting on with something, and all these pressures, or we're just sitting in the present moment trying to wish the past upon us now. Alan was my handy guy, really, and he was like a father figure to many of us. Known him for a long time, many, many years. And he always repaired my wheelchair whenever it needed. And when I hit rock bottom in the shop doorway when I was 40 and I had no money and my chair had broken down and everything gone wrong, it was Alan I picked up the phone to. When my chair broke a couple of years ago, it was Alan I picked up the phone to. He's the one that put all the foam on my wall to keep it soundproof, so I can scream at my neighbours and they don't even know. So yeah, he went peacefully. His daughter was there, and he lives on in our hearts. He really does. The world lost someone special, but they gained someone special. They gained from his life. Thank you, Alan. Who else is here? There goes the neighbourhood. Dayboy, yes, you two together to live again. There goes the neighbourhood. Now I get it. Deal. 6 p.m. here at the moment. So we'd have to do perhaps next week. Perhaps we can do it next week at 7 o'clock, and then I can do my live for this, and then we do it afterwards. Same day next week, next Friday, perhaps. Hi, Julie, and thank you, Katja. Thank you, Marita. So yeah, today, living in the present moment. And I've asked the question, how much of your time do you spend in your present moment? Well, all of it. You spend all your time here. It's only ever the present moment. The problem is our awareness leaves the present moment. That's the truth. We're thinking about everywhere else. And I like what Mark Twain, and I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget this one. Mark Twain said, I have been through some terrible things in my life, some of which never actually happened. And you take lockdown with this coronavirus, how many times have you imagined that you're going to lose your life? Understandable, because I have loads of times. Loads of times I've gone bed and lied there, my breathing, I'm not good. So, but that's jumping out of the present moment. Everything's okay in the present moment. Right here, right now. We're doing alright. We're doing better than alright. We're doing bloody awesome. The present moment is all we have, so we might as well hang around there a little more. Victoria, great to see you here. Haven't seen you on live for a little bit. Hi Laura. Missed the beginning. Sounds like you lost a friend. I have. We all have. Had a lot of influence in my life. Keddy Bone, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Welcome. So yeah, let's do this meditation. I want to read a little poem to you first. And this has to be one of my favourite poems. Anybody knows me, I like to read this quite often. Lao Tzu wrote it. I don't know when, long time ago. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Let your heart be at peace. Watch the turmoil of beings, but contemplate their return. Each separate being in the universe returns to the common source. Returning to the source is serenity. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow. When you realize where you come from, you naturally become tolerant, disinterested, amused, kind-hearted as a grandmother, dignified as a king. Immersed in the wonder of the Tao, you can deal with whatever life brings you. And when death comes, you are ready. And I think that's pretty perfect for today. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Let your heart be at peace. So let's do a meditation. Returning to the now, this meditation is. Hi Dolores. Right here, right now, I smell like ammonia and my hands are like a 90-year-old. I know, everybody's getting like really, their hands are going dry and people are washing their hands so much. What were you all doing before? Where are you not washing hands? Let's do this. So let's sit comfortable and invite our body to relax. And if you can have your back up straight and tuck your chin in a little, and if you can place your feet square on the floor, it helps us to ground ourselves to the earth. And just bring your attention to your breath. Feel the air going in through your nose as your chest rises and your belly fills. And then it reverses. Your chest goes down and your body lets go of the air. And then it does another brand new breath. Every single breath is a brand new one. Never the same as before. Every moment, however small and minute, is a brand new moment. Right here, right now is everything we have. There's no other time but now that is important as this one. This moment is always the most important. And if you notice your mind wandering into some story, just smile gently and bring it back to this moment and go, I'm just enjoying this moment. Focus on my breath with me. Your mind will wander, that's fine. Just bring it back whenever you notice it. To help you focus on your breath, you could count them. And as you breathe in and pause, breathe out and go 1. Breathe in and pause. And as you breathe out, go 2. And continue counting until you get to 10, and then return to 1. And as you notice your body slowing down, your breath in will go deeper, and as you breathe out, it will go longer and more controlled. Become aware of what's going on inside of your body. Maybe you got some pockets of tension that you could just, as you breathe in calm and breathe out relax, you can just imagine it dispersing. Empty your mind of all thoughts. And when it says empty your mind, it doesn't mean have no thinking. It means just be at peace with your thoughts. It's don't follow them. And when you're counting, that's not thought. Let your heart be at peace. Allow your heart to be okay with whatever's arising. This is the way it opens. Watch the turmoil of beings. And these are all the voices within. These are all the different yous. The courage, the fear, the happy, the joy, the angry, the shame, the enlightened, the desirer. Watch the turmoil of beings, but contemplate their return. They will come back. They come and go and give you these glimpses of peace. Each separate being in the universe returns to the common source. That's the returning to the now. And right here now you have everything you need to be enough. In this time is your source of serenity. With each breath you take, you're going deeper into this moment. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow. If you're not able to return to the present moment and be able to respond skillfully from this place of deep caring, you will stumble in confusion and sorrow. And when you realize where you come from, you naturally become tolerant, disinterested, amused, kind-hearted as a grandmother, dignified as a king. So you care deeper, you care deeply. But you stay dignified and stoic. Immersed in the wonder of the Tao, you can deal with whatever life brings you. And if you live your life from this source, as Wayne Dyer says, returning to source, it's always available right here, right now. If you find your mind wandering, bring it back to this moment and focus on your breath. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Notice how peaceful this moment is. But nothing's changed, the whole world's the same. Yet we can take this time out to return to our source. In a moment, we're going to return this feeling back to this present moment. And all the effort is the returning. There's nothing wrong with wandering off. There's nothing wrong with your mind thinking. There's nothing wrong with losing count. They're all part of the journey. They all should be embraced. It's about the returning to the present moment and remembering to do that whenever we're in situations that may be difficult. I'm going to count back from 5. 5, 4. Now open your eyes if you got them closed. 2. Move out your arms, shake them around, roll your shoulders back. 2. I've done 2 twos. Let's take a deep breath and embrace life and the energy. And 1. And if I bring myself back in. How was that, guys? Here's the thing. Returning to the present moment, don't make it complicated. You don't have to spend some time and sit somewhere comfortable and have some music on. You can do that. It's why people enjoy going out for a cigarette. It's why people enjoy putting their music on. It's because it returns them to the moment. Partly escapism, but it also returns them to now. It gets rid of some of their worries. Returning to the moment doesn't have to be complicated. It's right there, available all the time for all of us. We just spend so much time doing in our to-do list what I have to do, what I need to do next week, what I need to do the week after. It's constant. And the brain's just planning to keep you safe. It doesn't know that in this moment, everything is safe. So thank you for joining me. I love you guys. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Loopy. And Estella, Cheryl, Tina, Dolores, Shelley. I hope you, what is it? It's the weekend. And we're in lockdown for another 3 weeks, we were told yesterday, which is no surprise. I had a wonderful emotional moment last night when everybody goes outside and claps for the NHS and the support workers. It's getting louder and bigger every week. That chokes me up. It's a lovely moment. Thank you, Clint. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle and Marita. No worries. It is what it is. Absolutely. Nothing you can do about it. Once it's here, you can't change it. So I said on my YouTube video that I posted a couple of days ago, we all want to change our negative thoughts into positive thoughts. You can't do that. Once a thought's here, it's here. You know, once it's formed, once it's happened, you can't change it. But we can influence it. You know, it's like a ship going in a direction. We can influence the direction of the ship, but you cannot magically change the direction of the ship. You have to turn it around gradually, and that's what we're doing. So when the mind wanders off into thought of, oh, it's never going to be good, or my day's going to be terrible, or this is going to be bad, or I wish it was more like this, we can just go, no, let's bring it back. Dolores says, our governor will have. Yeah, it's interesting how all the world are doing it. One thing's for sure, we're all in this together. just the outcomes may vary greatly depending on where we are in the world, what our level of hierarchy is when it comes to finances and such like. It's very, very interesting times. But return to the moment, return to the source as much as possible. If you can do that, then you do alright. And a reminder what John Lennon says: life is what happens when we're busy making other plans. Stop making other plans. Take care, guys. If any of you want a one-on-one chat, completely complimentary, head over to stephenwebb.com. I'd love to talk to many of you. So please do that. It'd be great to get to know you more. Love you guys. Namaste.